I don't see it.
It says we're live now.
I know, but like I have to see it. It takes a minute. I know. I'm not gonna start talking. Derped. You have to click live on YouTube.
I did.
You have to click live on OBS.
I did. It's
Ah,
live.
there you go.
There's a minute delay. Remember?
Oh, there you go. We're live. Um, welcome to episode 15 of the live stream episode. So if you haven't noticed that we're missing a person, we were supposed to do another topic before, but Colin called out sick, so I thought it would be great for all of us just to the other co-host to make fun of his also popular Toranku's ranking list. So if you're wondering why we're doing this, is because somebody called out, and I'm not paying him for his sick time. It's not sick, by the way. So don't worry about him. Yeah. So today the three of us are going to review Korn's review list. We're probably just gonna go from F to S for a little dramatic thing, and I think we're gonna get the guys to talk about what we thought. I don't think we'll have too much to say about a lot of these brands because honestly they're quite like forgettable, most of them. So we'll talk about some of them that something that we have heard, but I don't know, like maybe like in a general sense, like Anthony, what do you think about the list, like in general?
Yeah, so I guess for people who don't know, this list was posted on this channel maybe a month ago or so. And so Corn did like an hour long video where he talked about every single brand known to mankind. And this is the list of them all. I guess I pretty much agree with most of the ones, at least the ones I've heard of before. I haven't listened to every single brand here. I haven't even heard of some of the brands that are on this list, but they're mostly the ones that are at the lower tier. But I think I agree for the most part. I think some of the trends that I thought were kind of interesting were all the primarily headphone brands are ranked very low for IEMs, which I could probably agree with for the most part as well. But yeah, otherwise I think it's pretty good. It's got a nice bell curve to it too, which is always a good thing.
Does the bell curve pleases you?
Yes, the normal distribution pleases me for sure.
Ken, do you have any thought about your homeboys list?
Well, I like the bell curve things. It's pretty
Oh
much
my god.
with the way that I do my tier list, but I do not agree with pretty much half of, well, not half, but well, it's quite a lot of stuff. I don't think they're good enough to be there, and certain things to be better. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good attempt.
I think this is his opinion, so like we should respect his opinion, and he should respect mine for shitting on it. I think that's the most important part of this conversation.
Yeah, he knows.
I mean,
it's
no,
not
I think he's smoking some fucking crack or something, which is highly illegal in Singapore. So I might have to report him for doing some illegal drugs there when he's doing that list. But you know what? Jokes aside, let's start from the bottom. The F tier, Effect Audio. I don't think. Have you heard the King Arthur? I think I've heard a lot of meme on it. Ken probably. You're probably the only one that have heard the King Arthur, right? If you have heard it.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, or fortunately.
Oh, unfortunately.
The graph looks terrible on it.
Well, I mean, it's also, what is it, like 28,000 or like what, 15,000?
No, it's 7,000.
Oh, it's only 7,000.
But it comes with like a $3,000 cable, so you know.
Well, I mean, sure, but just for the information, there was another collaboration between QDC and Effect Audio. That VX only sold for 5.5 grand, so like it's not even that much. So that's like the low end of their collab. And Effect Audio didn't make their own IEM; it was made by somebody else, right? When they released King Arthur. I don't think they made their own. It was somebody else that made it.
I think they so-called design IEMs is somewhat manufactured by what Empire? I don't know.
But some third-party company.
Yeah.
Sensophonic, I have never heard of it, so
I've only heard of them. So Etymotic uses Sensophonic for their custom ear tips for the Etymotic
really?
series, but that's the only. I didn't know they made their own products too.
Huh.
But I think they're more of like I think they're more of like a like hearing aid company. But
okay. Isn't Etymotic a hearing aid company too?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anything on that, Ken? I have no idea what they are. Like I'm
probably heard a few unforgettable. Totally, yeah. It's like some
Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, nothing to talk about. Oh, Bravo, I guess that's the other one. The meme. I don't think anybody. I have not like I meant to try the Cubic when I was in Japan, but I don't think I got a hold of it. So I was like, whatever.
Man, I was really tempted to buy the what was it, Cupid? Because it was
expensive.
No, it was like I think it was like $350. But I was really.
The fact that $350, holy cow.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying just because it was hyped up so much, but I'm pretty glad that Critical got his hands on like 3,000 of them, and none of them measured.
Yeah, he got like 4 or 5 of them. They all measure differently.
2 or 3. I heard them bad.
Well, okay. First, it was a Taiwanese company, so there you go. There's a famous Chinese saying.
Is Taiwanese? I didn't even know that.
I think they are. They are Taiwanese, yeah. If they're good, they will be. I'm just kidding. Politics. So I guess nothing to say about. Have you heard of the Cubit? You don't like it, right, Ken? It's
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's like one of them.
Yeah, I heard the one that's out of phase. Okay, that's bad because out of phase. Then I heard the one that's not out of phase. It's like, okay, it's really bad. So nah.
Okay. I guess nothing to say. I think we kind of agree on the F tier, on the one that we hear. On the E tier, one more. They make what the
triple,
what's the famous one more IEM?
Triple and the quad.
Yeah, the triple and the quad. Again, not the outside of my price range. I don't know what you guys want to say about that one.
Outside your price range? You mean it's too cheap for you?
Yes, that's my nice way of putting it. Outside of my price range.
I think one more is a amazing marketing company because I think they marketed the heck out of the triple driver than the quad, and it sold so many because of their marketing campaign. But I think they also got in trouble for faking reviews too.
Isn't that on drop as well?
It's been on drop as well. I think they sell it at Costco. I mean, it's like
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought the quad and the triple just to see what it was when it first came out after all the hype, and they're actually not terrible. It's just not worth the hype. But I think if you can get it for like half the price of what they actually sell for, I think it's not too bad.
Well, I just see them on drop. I mean, go ahead, Ken.
Yeah.
I think they should be given free with phones or something that you can just use it to make calls. That's about it. That's good at that. Well, I mean, the Sony MH750 exists and it's way better than most of their stuff. So yeah.
Well, I mean, there you go. AAW, that's the Singaporean company, right? Or is that? I think it's Singaporean, yeah.
No, it's not Singaporean. I mean, they started off locally, but they're not Singaporean.
Okay, but they're not owned by Singaporean.
Not too sure. They are not incorporated here now. I mean, they were when they started off, and they removed.
So they're Chi-Fi now. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, they deregistered their company some years back.
Okay, so they moved to China.
Yeah.
Okay, so AEW, the Chi-Fi company. I have not heard the recent stuff, like the Canary and the Mark. I heard their last generation, some of them. I briefly gave them a demo when I was in Japan. Again, like very unforgettable, just like really bad sounding IEMs. I don't disagree with them when it AEW being something that's very niche. I think very gimmicky. I think that's what I would use.
Yeah, I mean, I heard most of their lineup. I think they're not that bad. They're not great either. Maybe not to the extent of E, but yeah,
I mean, they're
definitely.
pricey.
They're very pricey, yeah. But then surprisingly, the lower end models are the one that actually, well, in the market where Chi-Fis, the rest of Chi-Fis are getting more expensive and a lot of garbage under $1,000. Yeah, their cheaper stuff actually hold up pretty decently.
Okay.
I've
I
only
mean,
They're
heard.
not, but they're
Go ahead.
definitely pleasant and listenable.
Yeah,
Well, they do make some bad models, but
I've only heard
I
your
think
collaborations with
Go ahead.
Shozy.
Damn it.
Sorry. Yeah, I've only heard your collaborations with Shozy, and I haven't really been that impressed, but they are budget tier models. But just kind of looking at your lineup, I feel like you're kind of like a bad version of Unique Melody.
oh, their collaborations are bad. Yes, I agree. Pretty bad.
What's the cheap model that you like, Ken?
Cheap model that I
Yeah,
like.
from AAW. You said that you like some cheaper stuff.
ASH. I mean, it's not cheap. It's
Cheaper
not,
by their standard.
yeah.
How much is it?
ASH and AXH, the current gen AXH and ASH, they're okay. Yeah. They're pleasant tuning, not super technical, but well, I mean, yeah, it's just one of those. Okay, that's it.
I guess we'll move on to Audio Technica. I'm trying to think which one I've heard from Audio Technica. They don't make too many IEMs.
They make
Not now. Well, the old ones, they had a lot of IM series, the LS, the E series.
yeah. I
I've
like
heard most of.
Oh, go ahead. I'll talk after you.
Yeah, go on, and
Oh, I said I like their LS 200 series. It's boring, but it's a good kind of referencey type sound. Some of the other stuff I heard are way too bright for me, kind of typical Audio Technica sound signature. And then they have a whole bunch of consumer stuff, which are pretty much all terrible.
well, I think that at least better than one more. Well, they cost a little bit more as well. They have a huge range of models. Some models are really bad. But like what Pen said, like the LS200, that they have a few models that, hey, it's just like $200, and it's pretty nice for $200.
Yeah.
But the recent models are not too great. Yeah,
What is their IM series? Is that the 3BA drivers?
IM.
Yeah.
IM.
I don't remember which one.
It was very popular. IMO2 during the days. I think a lot of people.
I think that's the one I've heard. It's like 3BA or whatever. It sounds okay. I mean, I guess that's about the only.
2BA. Wow,
Oh,
it was cheap.
It was super
2BA.
cheap. Yeah, it wasn't expensive. Like
and
I think like back in the day. Was that like around the UE Tri-Fi days? I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's like the other thing to compare against UE Tri-Fi, right? I think like when I was just getting into IEM, I was looking into either getting those or the UE Tri-Fi. And the only reason I picked the UE Tri-Fi is because UE Tri-Fi has like 3 drivers and Audio Technica has 2. Like, that's right. I used to be like all of the plebs as well. That's my justification.
Hey, I do want to give a shout out to Max, who's on the chat. He created the original and the greatest IEM tier list. You can find it on his YouTube channel under Max. So good luck finding it. I'll probably post a link to it after this video.
Yeah. I think you should. The original tier list creator, of course.
Yep.
How can we forget? All right. Move on to Hi-Fi Man. Ooh, that is a the RE2000 is the used to be the original kilobucks single DDIM. When it came out, it was the most expensive single DDIM on the market, I believe.
It's the RE2000, you mean?
Yep, yeah, it's the RE2000 in $2,000. Yeah, I think that's why they called it the RE2000. I feel like and Ken can correct me if I'm wrong, and I feel like it's got that like very typical like the Chinese sound signature, like the Chinese boomer sound signature. Like it sounded super round. It sounds super low res. It sounds like super lo-fi. And I was like genuinely confused when I tried that the first time in my life. I'm like, how much is this again? It's like, yeah, 2 grand. I'm like, whoa, that is not okay.
Yeah, I
Go
tried
ahead,
a few
man.
of their meat. Yeah, I tried a few of their stuff at the meats, and they're like, nothing. It's just whatever, unforgettable, man.
Yeah. It's not like, again, Hi-Fi Man does not make that many good non-headphone stuff, I
Yeah,
guess.
just like Audio Technica, right?
Yeah.
Like Audio. I love their headphones, but nah, for the earphones, like, well, but at least the Audio Technica earphones are better. They have some decent stuff that are C tier
Well,
worthy.
I mean,
I find
Hi-Fi
it
Man is,
bad
they made like
already.
one IEM. They made like two IEM, like two different version of one IEM. I guess you can't really call them like two real IEMs. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
fucking bad. Um,
yeah. But Hi-Fi Man headphones, yeah, okay. I do enjoy a few of them. Yeah.
Anthony, have you heard the RE 2000?
I actually have not heard any hi-fi. Well, I heard one
Yeah,
hi-fi
yeah.
man. I heard the
You're not
Bolt.
missing much.
I heard the
You're not
Bolt,
missing
which
much.
is like a $10 drop IEM, and it
Oh, okay.
wasn't worth $10. I think they should have paid me $10 for it. It was so bad. It
All
was like
right.
the worst IEM I think I've ever tried. Maybe worse than the FA7.
All right. Move on to the Singapore's newest brand, Metal Magic Research, the Weeaboo brand. Obviously, Ken's the only one I've heard it. So yeah, give us your thought.
Well, two universal and two custom. The two customs are full BAs. The two universals are tri-braid. I tried them at the launch. Just 50-50. Like the lower end BA one sounds alright. The higher BN one sounds like complete mud. It's the other way around for the universal tri-braid. The lower end one is just pretty garbage. It's F tier worthy in my list for that. And the more expensive one is not bad. It's just expensive. Well, I heard they fixed the the very very bad universal tri-braid that is out of phase. It's no longer out of phase. So, well, I'll hear it when I get to the store.
Just for people who does not know, this is Jomo's company, his like little spin-off. So like Joseph Mo, which is the owner of obviously Jomo Audio, maker of Jomo Trinity and Jomo Flamenco, he made this. This is like his little side company. So I was kind of surprised that, knowing the quality of Jomo, that I was surprised that MMR was doing. Maybe this is like their meme company that they're doing like more of experimental meme shit. Obviously didn't work out for them. But yeah, that was kind of a disappointment because I quite like Jomo stuff. We'll get to Jomo later, but yeah, but that was
Yeah,
my
it seems that they are cashing in, right? I mean, like people love it, love the MMM stuff online and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do like a few of Jomo stuff. When I heard the MM stuff, I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, like what happened, man?
yeah. But they look very well built though. I see like if you like they don't look comfortable, but the IEM looks really nice. I feel like that's
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
$12,000 worth of nice.
The build quality, I was at the like launch event. Whoa, I mean, they are high quality. They're well built. That I give it to them. Yeah.
It looks like a better finished Andromeda. That's what I want to say. Like a
Uh-oh.
different shape. Like it has that very edgy look to it.
Premium feel when you hold
Yeah.
it. Very premium feel.
Not very premium sound, but okay. Move on to the last one. Whatever that company is, what Duke?
Well, Voss.
What is that? I don't even
I
know what that company
I
is.
think it's in Indonesian custom or
Okay,
something.
skip. Okay, no need for this.
I,
They,
Skip.
yeah.
I don't think.
Let's just go on.
I have no idea what this is. Let's just go on. There's nothing. Moving on to D tier. Aroma. I have never. Don't they make true wireless?
I heard one or two is unforgettable. Yeah, it's just unforgettable.
And Avara isn't that they were the one that made the true wireless, I think. I'm gonna go look it up right now.
Never heard of these companies. First time.
Oh, they are
Aroma is expensive though. They have like it's over $1,000.
Indonesian. Avara's Indonesian.
oh my god. You know what? Oh, isn't that this company? No, that's not. Never mind. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Maybe it is. Never mind. I don't think. So I don't think we have anything. What is about this Avara company? I've never heard of it. So
Cheap customs.
okay, okay, whatever.
Next.
The third one next. I don't know what that logo looks like until Anthony told me it's BGVP. So I guess
BGVP,
here
of
comes.
course.
Go ahead, Anthony. Give us a lowdown. How good is BGVP? Why should it be more than D tier?
How bad you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively budget Chi-Fi. I think their most expensive model. Well, no, they have a $1,300
Art
model.
Magic.
Yeah, they have the Art
Magic
Magic series, which
Don't you
is
forget the VX killer, man.
so they have stuff that ranges from I don't know $50 up to I guess 1,500-ish range. So I would say that they are, even though they're Chi-Fi, I think all of them are quite overpriced in my opinion. So they're not terrible sounding, they're just quite a bit overpriced for what they are.
And if you somehow put Chi-Fi and overpriced in the same sentence, then I'm really confused.
I know, but that's probably why it's D.
I mean, how you since you brought it up with the price, didn't he? I don't think he considered the price. I don't know if he considered the price when he But I usually don't care.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because Effect Audio and O Bravo are probably the two most expensive brands on this whole list in Red F.
But I mean, it has nothing to do with their price.
They're also probably terrible sounding.
They're also really bad. I mean, if they were good, I think they would be higher up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else on the BGVP, Anthony?
I think the ones I've listened to are all pretty decent. They're just not, the best in their price tier.
Well, they got a bunch of hybrids, right? They were supposed to be expensive. I remember like a DM6 hype, and then like it was one of the earlier cheap hybrids, and people were just talking about it. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
They were expensive because they were hybrids, right? I mean, it's gimmicky.
The DM6 was not a hybrid. It was supposed to be an Andromeda.
Okay, well.
Like a budget Andromeda, I guess.
Well, obviously.
I think DMG is the hybrid, right, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DMG is.
Yeah. Okay. Too many different things.
Yep.
I can't remember all their product names. Unforgettable. I mean, forgettable Chi-Fi company. I don't care. Ken, anything you want to say about the BGVP, whatever?
Well,
do you have anything?
Indie, just like another random Chi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. All right, next. My favorite single DD company. Well, one of my favorite. D for Dita. I used to be a owner of Dita Dream. So, I think right now, if I were to say what's my two favorite single DD I have heard, it is probably the FW10K being the best, and the second best is Dita Dream. I think Dita makes most of their IEM sounds the same, like very metallic, like the Fidelity and Dita Dream. The only thing that sounds different is their most recent XLS, which sounds really bad, and the P71, which sounds really boomer, which I love. I love the P71, by the way, because everybody needs a pair of boomer IEMs. I love Dita. I think this is probably the first thing I don't agree with Korn, like in some big way. I feel like.
What do you think that should be? S.
I mean, like I think he has I think Korn has like some recency bias. I think he takes like some recent production out in his list, so like he values more recently produced IEM more than historic.
Yeah,
I think he did mention. I think he does mention that in the video, if I remember.
Right, and I think that's the main disagreement. I think that if you take into recent performance, and I think it's kind of like I don't know, like more of a theoretical question to Anthony. If you were to evaluate a product of a company, right? Would you take all their historic performance? How does since you love sports,
mm-hmm.
and you like football? What's your team, Anthony?
Which type of
I'm getting
football?
some like no American.
Seahawks. Of
No,
course.
not like no. I speak American.
Oh, okay.
When I
Yeah.
say football,
Of course, it's the Seahawks. I'm a season ticket holder.
right? You like the Seahawks, and
Except
they
this year.
are historically. So when you evaluate the Seahawks, would you evaluate their recent performances, or would you value their performances historically?
More recent probably, but it kind of depends. I'm gonna do something neat here. Yeah, it kind of depends, but recency. But I think part for like an IEM, if someone's looking at a list like this, they're probably, if you can't buy the IEM anymore, I'm not totally sure how good the list would be in some ways, unless you're looking for used in the used market, but it's not always easy to find.
But the thing is that what I'm getting at is like I think historic performance has always been more important, right? For a lot of the teams. Like if you're saying if you like the like again football talk, if you like the New England Patriots, they would say they are the winningest team in football, right? In the NFL. I think their fans would care about their historic performances. And you know what? Even with recency and historically, I think the New England Patriots are always a good team, right? And I don't watch football, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
They've been good for about 20 years straight. Yes.
Yeah, they've been good for about 20 years, and you know
But
that's historically.
they're continually good. I think that's not exactly the best example. I'm trying to think what a good example would be, but
the New York Yankees. There you go, the winningest team in the history of any sports combined.
They're still pretty good though.
Oh yeah, they've always been good. I mean, how about this? Let me compare the New York Yankees, which is historically good, but probably not the best right now, to the Chicago Cubs, which is historically awful. They won a World Series recently, and that was there's about 100 years in between their two World Series title, which is like historically they're pretty awful. So when you take historically, when you say, oh, the Chicago Cubs is just as good of a team as the New York Yankees, well, fuck no, because you know how many times has that won? The Chicago Cubs, I can tell you, because I'm a White Sox fan, I can tell you 3. They won one recently, I think it was like 2014 or something, and 2 1 years apart back into the fucking the 1800, like 100 and some years ago, 110 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, would you say the Chicago Cubs is a good baseball team? Well, no, they're not. They're awful. Historically, they're awful, and just because they have won and have been decent now, I mean, good for them. But like historically, no. Like in general, also no. So I think this goes back to my historic versus like recent bias. Like no, I think when you're evaluating a company, I think historic data does matter, but I think we could put more weight on recent performance.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean they won't be making something really bad later. I mean, okay, going back to IEM, right? Okay, too much on it. Like so I think he puts way too much weight on the recent. He has like some recency bias when it comes to like, you know, his ranking list, and you know, that's why he's wrong. So like I think data should be higher just because historically they make decent IEMs, like their last generation, the Data Dream, the Fidelity, whatever. That they're overpriced, but they are good performance. If you like that kind of thing, it's also very niche IEM. So I think it would be higher. I think it would be like B or A or C, like high C. I don't know. It's just up to me. Ken, anything about? I went on a rant. Ken.
I think they are decent. I'll think it's a high C. Yeah, it's easy high C there.
I think the Data Dream is great. You guys just don't understand it.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's ranked decently in my tier list. So
if you ever want to understand what like ringing in your ear sounds like, just listen to that. It's pretty sharp. All right, go. Moving on. Ear Sonic. No idea what that is.
No idea.
There you go, Ken. All you.
I don't think their latest ones are good. They had a few decent ones. The older ones, they're all right. Yeah, just forgettable.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
forget it. Well, Theo. Okay, you want to say something, Anthony? You-
Not good in the ones I've listened to, including some of the worst IEMs I've ever heard.
Ear Sonic? What were we talking about? What, Ear Sonic? Or Theo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I've always, whenever somebody brought up Theo, I was like, name a product that's good. I can't. I really can't name anything that's good. And people love Theo. I don't know why people love Theo.
They're like
I don't
the
understand.
Apple of
Old
the audiophile
school
world.
budget company. So
They're big. They're really big.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really big in China. They're giant in China. It's a bit, well, not like big in a nice way, but like just size company wise, like employment or whatever. Like the stuff that they sell, just because they're giant, they can. Yeah, really bad product. Like really not maybe not bad, like really mediocre product. Like most hi-fi store will not carry Feel in China, which is funny because they don't. Even though I find it funny that hi-fi store will not carry Feel. They're branded as consumer product in China. That's when you know they're bad.
We are
Well,
going really slow, by the way.
They have a couple of decent ones. That's about it. Yeah.
We're going really slow or fast?
Yeah.
Slow?
Slow as in we are moving up this list quite slow.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should I move faster?
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, okay. FIR. Wait, they're American, yeah. They're the spin-off of 64 Audio. One of the co-founder made it. Bunch of drama. Anthony hasn't heard of it, I'm sure, because we haven't gotten a hold of it in the States. Ken, what do you think, FIR?
Inconsistent. Mushy, smeared. It's just average. Yeah.
Okay, nothing to think about. Figure, the artisanal Japanese custom manufacturer. I love Figure. I think that's the other thing I know.
I want to add a bit for the audio. I think the biggest problem was the inconsistency because just so many demo units, they all sound different. So yeah.
Well, they're relatively new, right? So I think they're figuring out their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. They don't sound good anyways. It's just like one of those, Figure. I think I have a soft spot for Japanese boutique manufacturers. I do love Figure's a big thing in Japan.
Yeah, they're huge. Not so boutique anymore.
Well, yeah, they used to be. I like about two of their models, the 335 MHSR and the Figure Air 2, which is the Figure Titan. So I think, again, very like they. I don't know why he has it ranked so low, just because he does not like them. Funny enough that he has himself 334. So I think that's just him
regretting.
That's just Korn like rethinking about his dark past of getting him cringing himself over Figure, but still a great company. If you again they know what their customer wants and they tune it like that. So I don't think you can fault Figure for appealing to their demographic. I do like not most of their IEMs are good. They're all overpriced, but they're definitely if you like that kind of things that they're definitely very good for what they're for. Ken?
Oh, they're just specific for their customer base, like you mentioned. So people who love it will love it. So yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard any Figure, Anthony?
No.
I think you would.
They quite a lot.
What would you rank it, Rush, if you had to re-rank it?
I think I would rank it B. I think it would be higher than average. I think they're good. I don't like, again, I don't really have a preference in sound signature. I think they're pleasant. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, they're too expensive for the price, but like regardless of the price, I wouldn't want, like I wouldn't, again, like first of all, you can't get them in the States because they're custom only. I wouldn't get any of that universal. So just difficult to get. Ken, what would you put it as?
A high C or probably a high C, but well, they're for specific. They work for specific stuff, so they're not. But they have a good thought for their intended audience. Yes.
Right. I don't think any of their Figure fan that has never hate any of their product because they all have relatively the same tuning, except for that EST driver because that was weird. That was a strange one. But you know, some odd bad product here and there, but it's you know they have a very big lineup of CIEMs, which are also very expensive. All right, moving on. Final. I think that's the other thing that it falls into that recency bias thing when it comes to you know performance. But I think the O owner. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ken. Didn't the O owner pass away?
Yeah, quite some time back.
Yeah, sometime, which is very unfortunate. Bless his heart. I think a lot of people said that after his passing, the company really went downhill. They used to be a very good like they used to make their own BA. I don't know if you like maybe they don't, maybe they do, but they used to make like a lot of very good like single BA IEMs. They have some like proprietary stuff. That was some very niche product. Like if you think like figures niche, like Final used to make a lot of like niche product. Like and I always say like you know Final died with like Final Lab 2. That was like the last great Final, not even an IEM earbud that cost like $2,500. That was their last great IEM / earbuds. The pianoforte line was good. No, it was a great IEM. Like it was good. Again, like a very expensive one trick. But like now it's just like I feel like they're just like some Japanese chi-fi brand without lack of a better word. With their very like mediocre releases. I feel like really I feel bad for Final, I guess. That would be my anything on I don't know. Ken, what's your thought on Final?
Well, I do like a couple of their stuff, but yeah, their track record isn't too good recently. Well, they do have very good old specialists. Well, you call one trick. They just do great at vocals and nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard any of the finals? Have you heard cheap finals, Anthony?
I've heard all the E series and a couple of the other cheap stuff. I wasn't not super
like
impressed with them, but they are unique. They are unique.
Like, yeah, I think it's like one of the sound signature people have to like. Yeah.
I think it's a Japan thing.
Yeah, it's a
like well for people who actually check out my tier list, I hardly rank any Japanese stuff because they are so dependent on pairing and all your special one trick or genre and whatnot. That is, they don't care. The Japanese company, they don't care for the international market. They only care for their fans who will just buy them regardless. Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a lifestyle. Wow, God damn it. Well, he has a lab too,
and
which I love. Well, I mean, one lab one, the other one we don't want to talk about. But I feel like Final has always been like this lifestyle brand. Like they do look really nice. Like they're single. Like they have that metal housing single BA that looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, like the pianoforte series, which I love, and the lab. I call them the ear butt plug. They look like a butt plug, and they just look very beautiful. It's more like a lifestyle thing, and if you're into the sound, you are. If you're not, then you're not. You know, that's just whatever. Okay, it's fit. No idea what they are. So
I heard them. I don't think they're good, but yeah.
Okay.
Worse than D.
Anthony,
I haven't heard of
worse
them.
than D.
I mean, they are resell company that learn through resell and make their own product. So
Okay, it's one of those, huh? That's cute.
All right.
KZ. I don't even think we want to talk about KZ. Awful. Should really be like F tier, honestly. A disgrace to Chi-Fi.
Yeah, I think D actually might be giving them too much credit, to be honest.
Yeah.
They do occasionally hit like
it's easy tier there, man.
Yeah, I think they occasionally hit not a home run, but maybe a double. But yeah, if you make 200 IEMs every year, then at least one of them might turn out okay.
But they make so many IEMs. I think if you again like one of those things that maybe recently they have put out okay IEMs, but like holy shit, historically there's so much garbage.
Yeah, I actually have gotten a whole bunch of KZ IEMs to review, and I just haven't reviewed any of them because they are not worth my time.
Wow, that is, and your time is very, very.
And I'm you know me.
And you review bunch of a lot of shit.
I know.
So,
Yep. All right, next.
Okay, next Sennheiser. Again, the IE400 is probably one of the most iconic IEM in China. I don't hate it. I think it's okay. It's one of the very expensive. They used to be, when it came out, it used to be $999, $1,000. For the time, it was good. It did not kept up with the time for Sennheiser. Again, Chinese people love the fucking European brands. I'm okay with it. Historically, I guess they're average. I wouldn't put them in D. I would put them in C. But yeah, I think that I haven't heard their most recent like the IE40 whatever. But when with the 400 series and the 400S or whatever they were called, they were alright. I like Sennheiser. They're okay. I don't know about you, Ken. Go ahead.
Yeah, they have a few okay stuff. Just one of those like household brand, lifestyle brand. They have it's a lot of average stuff, a few good ones, a few bad ones, but I don't think it's that bad to deserve the D. But at least they have a better track record than like say let's say Hi-Fi Man or yeah. So
Anthony,
yeah.
have you heard their IEMs?
I've only heard some of their like brick and mortar store type IEMs, so I don't have a I haven't heard the IE800 or IE80.
Yeah, not worth it.
I like their headphones.
Yeah, I mean they don't even make that many. They don't even make that many good headphones anymore.
Yeah, I know, but you know they have two or three legends.
They have two. I would say just that's about it. Yeah. 800 and not even the 800S.
800S and 600 series.
Yeah, no, I mean 800 and then 660S. That's the two headphones they make. Funny enough, they are just like Hi-Fi Man. Hi-Fi Man makes two good headphones, which is the HE1000 and the HE6, which is like both really really old headphones. And Sennheiser makes only two good headphones, which is the HE, the original 800 and the 660S, and everything else is just like pretty.
We really need to have a headphone show.
No, we don't.
All right,
awful headphones.
Stealth Sonics.
All right, Stealth Sonic. Never heard of them.
Nearby.
So
I think it's like their OEM is AW. Yeah.
Oh. Enough said.
Tuning they probably did the tuning and not the manufacturing. You know, it's like OEM stuff.
Okay.
AKG.
The 5005. That's about the only one I heard that give any time to. They're hybrid that tunes like Harman. Tunes surprisingly enough to Critical's target, the original Critical. Oh, that shit is incoherent as fuck. That's the only thing I remember. Oh my god, that thing is awful. Oh my god. Got good bass though. Yeah. They're one of the very early hybrid. One of the very early hybrids. So very experimental. Not the best experiment. That's the only thing I can say about it. Definitely not C because like their stuff is awful. Their IEMs are awful.
Yeah, I don't know if he considered their like true wireless or not to give it a C. Well, but yeah, they are just average. Weirdly, right, for a research company.
Have you heard their recent True Wireless, Anthony? Was the new?
No, I might. Well, I would buy it if I was traveling more, but since
thinking about wasting money again.
Can't travel right now, so not buying it.
Yeah, I don't think they're that good. I don't think they're C worthy.
I've heard some of their old stuff, and it's kind of all over the place. So.
Yeah, they were really trying to get that Harman shit down back in the day, but like honestly, like it's a lot of their IEMs are very experimental. Like the only thing that I give like 5005 was back to their flagship, and their flagship sounded awful. Oh my god.
Well, they make better headphones, so.
Questionable, I guess. I can't even name
actually.
One good headphones out of.
I don't think the K700 series is that good either.
I said better. I didn't say good.
I can't name any of their good headphones. Like I just off the top, I heard some of the cheaper ones. Like it was like yeah whatever. It's just like regular headphones to me, man. Nothing really stands out.
This is an old logo for Bear Dynamic.
Is that the logo? What's the
that's
new
why
logo?
that's why Max's tier list is better because he has the new logo on there.
New
It
improved
is.
logo. I have
Yeah.
never heard any of the Bayer
Which is just
dynamic
a lie.
IEMs. Maybe I have. What's a Bayer dynamic IEM?
Zalento?
Zalento,
Oh
yeah.
shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Blank in my brain fart. Yeah, of course. Duh. Why did because he has the old logo. That's why it makes me stupid.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
No.
heard the TAIE and again not they're not like AK. You know, they're fucking made by Bayer. So
With
Excellent
AK
is great.
tuning advice, I guess.
I think they should be higher. I think Bayer Dynamic is like again like they haven't really made too many recent stuff. The T9IES is obviously a failure of a product.
You think
But
it should be
again, like okay,
What is allergic to base? It's just too much base for him.
it's not too much bass, dude. I love the Excellento. T9IE is like it's low res, man. That's the problem. Like it's low res as fuck. But the thing is like remember I don't Anthony, have you ever heard of TIE Mark 1?
No. I haven't heard any of
Ken,
them.
have you
I've only heard of
do you
Excellent.
remember the TIE Mark 1?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, right? Compared to the TIE Mark 2?
Uh, they sound close enough, huh? I
Well,
don't know.
not close.
At least,
I mean,
at least the unit. Okay, I was told the unit was Mark One, so they sounded alright. So
I feel like the TIE Mark 1, the Mark 2 is a refinement of the Mark 1. Like it sounds like much better. And the Excellento is the Bayer Dynamic. We made our own thing, and they made a better version of both of those IEMs. And again, if you drop back into that with their consistency, like this is T9IE Mark 1. When they release Mark 2, it'll be good. It'll be like okay for AK. And when they release like Excellento Mark 2, that was like, that will be like the thing for Bayer Dynamic. That's what I hope. But judging from their only IEM right now, the Excellento, if you don't count the TIE, T9IE, it's still a great company that makes like their Tesla driver technology is definitely like I want to say liking the sound signature or not, very typical V-shaped sound signature. It's a very capable driver.
I feel like when Korn made this, I think he lumped the A and K stuff because he doesn't have A and K on here, and I know he's listening.
But it doesn't really matter. Like
Yeah.
TIE Mark II is not that bad, and T9IE is okay, but like
You think
it's not. I mean, I think people expect it to be better, but I think T9IE is just like a side step.
well,
So,
the store that carried Zalento and TAI didn't want to carry T9 because it was bad. So yeah.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I think it's just it's whatever.
all right?
Moving on.
Custom art.
Custom arts, no idea. Move. Ken, anything?
Customer, I heard some of their stuff. Okay, I guess, but it's quite niche.
Okay.
I think they are okay. I think they're popular because they make relatively affordable customs at a time when customs were pretty expensive. But now that's not necessarily the case anymore.
Yeah, now that Tri-Fi company is getting into that.
Is in good terms with the founder or something. That's why he likes that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. Moving on. Campfire Audio,
Yay.
one of the best American company, and should be S plus tier. Please write me a check, please, Ken. No, I'm just kidding. They're fucking awful, dude. Like, funny enough, when he made that list, the 2020 stuff haven't came out. So I think they are, funny enough, in an upward trajectory. I feel like they're doing better. They're learning from their mistakes. But their past stuff is like, oh my god. I don't think I like. Again, I haven't heard the 2020 stuff. Probably like I think C is a very good.
I think
rank
C
for
is
Campfire.
good.
Yeah,
Too.
very very mediocre American company.
I think all their IEMs are very. I mean, they have a couple like all arounders, but most of them are pretty niche to a very specific tuning. So, and a lot of them are kind of like. I'm not saying it's quite extreme as final or something, but it's not necessarily what I prefer.
I feel like all the things that I listen to the most, like from Campfire, are the all rounders, like the Solaris and the Andromeda, quote unquote all rounders, right? Whatever you wanna. Ken, how's the 2020 stuff? Are they like better? Are the 2020 stuff good? Should they be moved up? Like
other than the special limited edition stuff that I never got to try because they are for Japan exclusive and whatnot. I would say the Android 2020 is the best thing that they ever made. But so I think C is pretty much there. C for Campfire Audio.
Still average. Yeah, they haven't really moved up the list for you after listening to their 2020 stuff.
No. Like, well, you know my bell curve. Like, tons of stuff falls into C. So it's a good C. It's a good C.
I think I mean for Americans, I think they definitely do I mean, they're definitely better than Empire. Fuck. All right.
You want to move on to Empire?
we'll probably talk about. I think we'll probably have an episode. I think after like a little bit of teaser for everybody who's here. We'll probably have like we're thinking about doing the like a full length brand review thing in the future. So I think after everybody, after all the co-hosts and I have listened to the Campfire Audio 2020 stuff, we'll definitely have that episode. Again, no promises because again, I don't know when that will be. But yeah, moving on. Canal Works. I think I don't know why, because Corn loves Canal Works. He's the person who convinced me to try them, and I have gave most of them like 15 to 30 minutes. I like one of their IEM, and I can't remember which one, and that's how forgettable they are. Dude, I want to say like if they're okay. So for anybody who does not know, they're very, very expensive. Like they're very, very expensive. They're like the cheapest of their stuff I remember is like $1,200. So like very, very like niche Japanese.
They're very vocal,
like
vocal based too, right?
Well, duh, it's Japanese. Like I mean, like yeah, they're very like upper mid centric, very like weeaboo tuning. So that's what I mean, I would give them B. I think they're better than Campfire just in terms of like tuning and like quality and like just in terms of like overall technicality. I feel like they're very like consistently good, and I think like when Campfire is a American average, which is a C because what your American student sees an average, I think like Canal Works would be like Japanese average, which would be like B. I think Canal Works would be, I would put them with Fifth Year with like B because I'm a weeaboo and I love their tunings. Anything? Ken, have you heard any of the Canal Works stuff? I don't think you have.
I have. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Most of their older stuff because
okay.
It was distributed in Singapore, so I heard all the older stuff like the 2 years ago models.
Okay. Not the most recent stuff.
Not the most recent, but 2 years ago. Yes. I think they are just like the standard Japanese boutique. Like they really cater to their market. To their intended audience, very like what you mentioned, very vocal centric. They some are a little one trick pony, but they do well for what they're intended for and well executed. Yeah, not the highest res, but
no,
pleasant, very very pleasant tuning.
But Japanese boutique IEM manufacturers are never high res. Like that's like Fifth Year, Canal Works. That they're not. Yeah. But you know what? I want to say that Canal Works is what Ken Bob want his company to be. Some artisanal boutique company that's like making IEMs out of their domestic country. But no, like Campfire obviously like might as well be Chi-Fi right now. But Canal Works actually assemble their own stuff. Again, their drivers are from Knowles, so they do assemble all their stuff and design all their stuff in-house. Very boutique and very small company.
They actually use a lot of Sonian drivers, but yeah,
okay.
They makes
yeah, but like they don't use fucking Belsing, do they? Jeez.
Not that I know of. They use a lot of Sonian drivers.
Shout out to my boy Ken Bob. I'm just kidding. But yeah, nothing. I think Canal Works would be. Have you ever heard Canal Works, Anthony? I don't think you have. This is a very niche thing.
They're not easy to find. I think you have to go.
No, they're not. Like you can only have to go to. You have to go to Japan.
They're bad. They don't even care about selling out of Japan. They don't care. They really don't care.
Yeah.
Like that. That's that. They don't.
Oh, they have a lot of models. They sure have a fucking lot of models.
Yeah, I've only heard it through Corn and Sam, and they both love it for vocals. So
yeah, it's a very like mid-centric thing. All right, Empire Year. Jeez. Okay, so going back to the recency bias versus historic. Oh my god, this company is awful. Oh Jesus.
I think C is A, but probably a lower C. But I
Oh
still C.
no, dude, this is like a total like nah. This is a solid Empire is solid D. Like this is, geez, that this company is just name an IEM that's good. Like just don't say the Valkyrie. Name an IEM from them that's good. Like no, oh my god, this com
I only can listen to that IEM. So
yeah. Okay, fine. Maybe okay. Maybe given like maybe Corin's got the point. Maybe recency bias work for Empire year. Within the like historically, Empire makes one IEM, and recently Empire makes only one good IEM. That is the best IEM Empire ever made and will ever make in their life. Is the Empire Year Valkyrie. Outside of that, Empire Year makes god awful IEMs who should not buy because people has no idea what tonal balance is. But so if you have an Empire Year that's not the Empire Year Valkyrie, you are just retarded. I'm just kidding. I'm just calling out my hating on Canadians here. But no. I think they are one of the earlier American companies that makes IEMs. Very average, very expensive. The Zeus was bad. Well, it was good for its time, but it's really bad now. When the LX came out, when the Empire Year Legend X came out, it was all the hype awful IEM, by the way. Like there's no balance in that IEM. It's just base and nothing else in life. So I don't know why people would like it. And it's like again, it's very expensive. It's like $2,200. When it came out, it was one of the very early hybrids, so it's very experimental, has all of their tech in it. And again, I don't fault them for doing that, but like still, oh my god, that thing is atrocious for how much it cost and how it sounded. Again, very very early hybrid experimental thing. They're paying for experimental.
well, surprisingly, they're the hot selling Legend X, the hottest selling earphone at earphones in Japan.
Yeah, because people are stupid. I mean, whoops, my bad. Again, like best selling stuff does not mean like again like that thing is totally out of whack. I think we have, dude. We talked about fucking Empire Year all the time.
Yes,
go to the last episode. We talk about the Valkyrie versus. Well, I'm not gonna have that spiel ever again. But Valkyrie, great IEM. That the only good IEM. The Wraith, oh my god, bottom of the barrel, completely garbage. Just like blend that shit, man. Awful. Like I would like that. Theory Empire Year, pretty awful company, by the way. Like historically, yeah.
F audio.
F audio. Oh my god, no.
I want the personal take on this one.
Fuck this company. No, I'm just kidding. I have this personal really bad relationship with F Audio because I have never. I shouldn't have like I have a major right now and I demoed major when I was in Japan and obviously I think I have a different major. That's the only reason I'm unhappy about it. I messaged them about it. They denied to change the tuning, and I'm like, you guys are fucking kidding me, right? I think they get their driver from Acoustune, which is very great. Acoustune make good drivers, but they charge a fuck ton of premium on the F Audio major. Very I always wanted I thought I wanted a warm single DD IEM, which is what the F Audio major was, but obviously I don't like the major that much because it's too much bloat to me. Their BA stuffs are okay. It's like a very weeby. The BA stuff I love actually. It's like a very weeby QDC, like a very light, airy, clear, a lot of clarity, good, okay resolution and better, like more weeaboo tuning QDC. I would call their BA stuff, but like, yeah, I think I agree with his ranking. Very average, like pretty average, company out of Hong Kong. Most of their stuff are consistent. I can't say any of their stuff is bad. I can only stuff like I don't like how my major turned out personally, but I don't say they're bad. Ken? Oh, Ken has a better audio stuff.
I only heard the minor. That's it.
Oh, the minor, the one that's imbalanced? Yeah, that's funny. Apparently some QC issue as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Acoustune, if you say that, they take the drivers from Acoustune, I mean, sometimes Acoustune does have a little channel balance as well. Yeah. But
Okay.
I think it's pretty pleasant all around, but yeah, it's not wow, but it's definitely not bad.
Again, I think it's a one-two man thing. It's not like he's the only person that makes all the stuff, so it's not a big manufacturer. They're like pretty small. Okay,
yeah, proper track.
Okay, go on, huh? Never heard of any IEM before.
I their stuff. I don't think they're good, but
they make pretty good amps though.
Yeah, the amp is good. I like.
Yeah, the amp is good, but this is the IEM list. They make good amp. They make a Humby MB's -1. I don't remember. They make one. I call it a Hum just because like that's the only amp.
Did you
they
say
make.
Humvee?
Yeah, Hum. Yeah, it's a cute name. They make pretty good. It's a pretty good amp. It's like a very neutral solid state portable amp that I thought about buying. I thought about buying for my WM1A when I had it.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on. Flip ears, no idea what they are.
I never heard them. I think they are
Okay.
Filipino custom.
Of course they are.
Ibeso.
Oh, Ibaso? I don't remember the last. Oh, jeez.
They make a lot of budget stuff that are okay, I guess. Not wow, but their recent newest IT00 was pretty nice for budget. I mean, it was after our budget podcast, right? So that.
Oh, okay. That recent.
But I would put that into the budget recommendation if we have done our podcast after I tried the IT00. It's under 100 USD and well, it's a good recommendation.
Better than 01?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ian, what did you say?
Oh, did you say is it better than the IT01? IT01S?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's improved and it's cheap. It's great for budget. We have removable cable and it's cheap. It's great starter kit for people who are starting out. Standard V, decent res, decent technicalities. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make too much stuff, and most of the stuff are pretty okay. I mean,
They're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay.
The only thing
the
only thing I don't like about them is their nozzle is super long, so the fit isn't the best.
Too big for your tiny ears. Okay, moving on. Near whatever that is. I never heard of it.
In ear.
Ken.
In ear.
Is it
Like
Lear?
profile.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's not in ear.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, no, it's in here.
That's in ear. The one that makes a profile.
Yeah, like Profile 8 and Stage Diver.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in ear. Man, what do I want to think?
SD, SD2, SD whatever, all the way. I heard the SD series, all of them. Yeah, and
see, as much as Korn want to pretend like he's a stage musician, he really don't like in ear, huh? PPA is good. I think that's the only thing I like from them. Again, I'm not a stage. Their thing I don't understand. So PPA is the only thing that I would say it's. Yeah, C is a pretty good. Whatever.
Don't they have like a new purple colored IEM that's like super expensive?
PPX.
PPX, yeah.
Funny.
I'm not trying to new PPX.
People thought it was supposed to be an updated version of PPA, which I was super excited about. Instead, it's a stage driver. So, not too excited anymore.
Okay. The original J Harvey audio.
Very overpriced. No. Cancer connectors.
They have their own fans and they're just the standard Japanese stuff. They don't care about everybody else. They don't care about.
Yeah, but they're American. You don't get to do that when you're American. They're like mass marketing IEM. They're like it's supposed to be like the good. They split off from Okay, it was the old founder of
Ultimators.
That sold UE, and then he took all the money that he sold for he made his own, and somehow it's worse than UE. So like I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever. I mean,
you think C's too high then?
Whatever. American company, I guess.
Joseph Mao.
I like the guy. Joseph Mo. I like the company. They make. Well, I like the flamenco. It's one of my favorite full BA IEMs. That's not QDC. Trinity is good. Very average. Very overpriced. Jomo Samba is pretty not bad. Pretty average as well. Maybe I have a soft spot for being like Asian, so. Maybe a high C is fine. I mean, definitely better than Campfire. Definitely better than F Audio. Better than most C's in this category. I want to say Jomo would be like high C or maybe like a low B to me. I mean, it's definitely not like above average. I mean, but for Singaporean, whatever, I like Joseph Mo. Good company. MMR, not so much. Yeah, it's a good, it's solid C, I guess. Your homeboy, Ken, what about you?
Well, I guess it's a low B or high C. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like some of their stuff. Yeah, I do enjoy some of their stuff
like
actually.
none of their stuff is bad, right? They're not like awful.
Yeah, actually, when I heard their whole lineup, I didn't think like the old lineup. I didn't think like they were any bad. It's just like, okay,
Yeah,
normal,
like they're not like
normal.
awful. Yeah, they're
No,
pretty normal.
of them, I won't yank it out my ears immediately.
Yeah,
They,
I
he
mean,
has a
but they're
very good,
pricey though. They're pricey.
yeah, they are very pricey, but he has a very good track record for not making garbage.
Yeah. Which is funny because he made MMR, and he has a very bad track record with MMR.
I don't
That's
know.
why. Yeah, that's why I was surprised that when I heard Joseph Mo has made MMR, it was just had a lot of bad prep. I don't know. Yeah. Also the Asian monkey, by the way, I heard Joseph Mo is an Asian monkey. So very surprising that a monkey can make so many good IEMs. Like, just, it should move up to A for that. Jeez, dude, not even a person.
JVC.
Okay, so for those people who don't know, it's JVC Kenwood, and they merge. JVC and Kenwood used to be two different companies. The full name of JVC is Japan Victory Company, very imperialistic. And they made headphones and IEMs, and Kenwood makes speakers and car audios, and they merge. It's very big. So for those people you don't know, JVC is like Sony. They have like who left? Okay. JVC and Sony are like pretty much the same thing. Like they make like pro audio stuff. They make like IEMs, headphones, and they make like fucking. They have a record label, so it's like a big fucking company. I don't know why he ranks at C, man. He just doesn't. He doesn't understand JVC. It's just Ken likes the. Jeez, come on, dude. The FW10K like 40th.
We had this talk last
they
week.
don't make. No, they don't make bad stuff. Like all of their stuff, they're not bad. They're like above average. Most of the single DD stuff, they're really, really above average.
You want to put him at B?
And like FW10K is like the best single DD ever.
You want to move
And
him
Ken,
to B or A?
I would say they're like fuck, dude. I don't
S.
know, man. Yes, S tier. No,
Really?
I'm just kidding. Probably no. Like, well, probably like a very high B.
B plus.
Like probably the best BL ever given. JVC. Just because like the FW10K is that great. No. Ken loves the FDX1X, right, Ken?
FDX. I won't say love. I think it's
That's
nice.
your favorite. That's your favorite single DD, no? Come on.
Favorite single DD? Nah.
But JVC a very good company. Like they don't make any bad stuff. Like what's the bad IEM? Name a bad IEM from JVC. None of that consumer shit.
The stuff I buy at Target.
Yeah, but that's not JVC. Are they JVC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think. No.
You mean the audiophile series, right? There's the audiophile series.
Yeah. They're not
They
bad.
they have a pretty good track record. It's pretty much yeah. I think it's good enough to be in B.
There you go.
All right.
I don't know what the next one is.
Canera.
Canera.
Oh, Canera. Well, Ken, take it away.
Earlier old school tri-fi. I do enjoy certain things with their Nana. That's about it. I guess C is good.
C is good. Okay. Moving on. KL Kumatate Lab. Oh, goddamn it! Another one of those.
It's a cool name.
Japanese boutique company.
Superb boutique is like maximum boutique, man.
Yeah. 1 man, like 2 man operation. The KLREF is probably okay. Fine. This. As much as I hard rip on Empire Year LX, I'm pretty sure the Kumatate Lab reference monitor, that's what they call it, REF, released around the same time as Empire Year LX, and I think they're around the same time, right? One of the very early double DD hybrids. use dual Fostex drivers. Does the Ken? Do you know if the Empire Year use Fostex drivers?
I don't know.
I don't think they.
It's their brand. They brand it as W whatever Weapon X.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, the REF is like, okay. When I heard it, I was not impressed by it. But you're not supposed to be impressed by it. It was a very early hybrid. That's like a neutral, Japanese neutral. Sorry, Japanese neutral reference monitor with like adjustable,
Variable base port.
yeah, variable bass with. The bass is good. When you turn it all the way up, it's very good. Definitely more than a C. I think it would be B. But the wait time on Kumitachi Labs stuff is definitely a cancer. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah.
How many years?
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it because how long I have to wait. Like if I can have it now, I would have an REF now. I'm very like right now. I think I'm very if I can pay 1.5 grand for a KLREF and I'll get it in 3 months, I will buy it. But the wait time is about like three to like however many infinite years, so I would never buy it.
You don't pick their special whatever.
Well, I think even when it's not special, you still have to wait 2 years, and you know REF like
if like the folks who bought in Singapore, they got it in a few months, depending 3 months to half a year max.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, but you know the REF it's kind of like outdated now, so like you know whatever. Not yeah, back in the day it was good. But then again, they don't make a lot of bad stuff. I mean, I tried a lock or whatever they call it that.
Yeah.
It's like what, 2 grand? It's all BA.
It's a B. I'll give them a B.
Yeah, better than you know all of the C company here. Moving on.
Yeah.
Noble. You know what? Better than Empire. That's all I'll say. Consistently awful.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I don't think they're bad.
I mean, they're not good either.
They're
very,
okay.
very fair. Yeah, very okay. Have you tried any of their stuff, Anthony?
Yes, okay. Just think they're a little bit overpriced, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
They're like Campfire to me.
Nope, very forgettable. Nothing to say.
Yeah.
Okay, Orioles. That is Basso and Hyla. Same company.
Same company.
Yep. Very early Chi-Fi hybrid, cheap Chi-Fi hybrid. Not very good. I agree with the C. Not too many good stuff. Actually, not any good stuff. So, yeah. C, maybe a D. A lot of driver flex, which is annoying. That's about it. Makes good amps though.
Yeah. I like the DAP that they made. Sounded nice.
Yep, that's about it. Not an IEM thing. Yeah, pretty C. Whatever the next company is. Moving on. What is
that? I heard their stuff adding from, but they are just average. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Shower.
Sure. I don't know.
Sure. No, that's the tape company, right?
Yeah, tape, and whatnot.
Yeah, never heard of them. Don't care. Anthony,
they're not very.
I heard their stuff. I think they're solid D there.
They're a solid D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't the owner pretty active on the Discord?
Yeah. It's like a rep, I think.
I don't know who is he.
Yeah.
Okay, no, whatever then. Okay, sure.
Oops.
Oh, I have a pair of 535. I still have. That's channel imbalanced. Whatever. I don't care. Again, let's see. Yeah, pretty average. You don't buy them for the sound, consumer stuff, I guess. Yeah, you don't really. Whatever.
A few good stuff. Decent stuff. Well. Yeah.
Very well priced though. They're kind of like it's like in between consumer plus audiophile. Somewhere like in between.
Yeah, it's a stage. Like people buy it for stage, so.
Okay. Oh, whatever. Well, I forgot KSE.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good, very good. Like no. Yeah. Okay. I think with the KSE lineup, they should really be B instead of C. If you like that kind of thing.
They have a wide spectrum of stuff. They have really meh stuff and they have the KSE. So well, if you average it out, yeah.
I say for sure, and I would say that for like either you're stupid or you're rich or both to buy Shure. A lot of people are just both, because their electrostatic driver, they're not very that great. Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Logitech.
Anybody?
Logitech.
Logitech. Yeah, there you go. They bought Ultimate Ears from JH. UE Tri-Fi, probably everybody's favorite OIEM. I have a pair. I actually have two pairs. I have a broken pair and a working pair. Right now, they make average stuff. It's kind of like Shure, a little bit better, I guess. Still C though.
Yeah.
Not a big fan. Have you heard their recent stuff, Anthony, or any of their stuff?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, whatever.
No, I haven't. No.
I heard most of the stuff. It's not all. Yeah, I guess see one of those average.
Yeah. Okay. VSonic, Tri-Fi, very bad. I don't like their owner. So C for Tri-Fi. The guy's a fucking asshole.
Ooh.
I mean, like he's like the Ken Bob of China, which you preach, a little bit of a humbleness when you're Chinese. Obviously, me being Chinese, I don't have any of that quality. But like that guy on social media is just like he makes like, okay, so he makes very mediocre Chinese Tri-Fi IEMs, and he acts like he makes the best Tri-Fi or the best IEM period. Like he's like that kind of person. He's like, oh, you don't need like big money to have like high tier, to have like top tier IEMs. Like you just need to buy like fucking VSonic. When he have the fucking GR07 now, he's like, oh yeah, anything above that price range is a ripoff. Like he goes off on fucking social media. Dude, that guy's a fucking moron, dude. Makes pretty okay IEMs though.
All right, so.
It's a fucking moron. It makes pretty okay IEM though. Ken, you love the 07. It's pretty good, right?
I don't love it. I think it's all right. Well, I mean, it's cheap and it's not bad. It's just terrible build quality and
yeah.
Everything else they have is just meh. So that's the only good thing
they made one good IEM and yeah, it's a lot of marketing,
And they rebranded it like 60 million times. So
did they really? I mean, the boss is pretty famous on social media for being like a fucking loudmouth.
You don't know which version you're gonna get.
Jeez, yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
Westone, American, like UE, like Shure, yeah, pretty average. Heard like some of their stuff, like very forgettable. Whatever. Apparently they make CIMs, but whatever.
Yeah. I have Westone
earplugs. Legacy. They're just legacy stuff now. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Shamling. Did they even make IEMs?
They have a couple.
Did they really? I've never heard of them. They just make really bad DAPs. That's all I know.
I think they have like 2 or 3. Yeah. Like I know the Mermaid and something else. I haven't heard any of them though.
That sounds gay. Whatever.
Yeah. I heard few of their. Wait, Mermaid is made by Shanling. I didn't know that, but I heard actual Shanling branded stuff at the store, and I think they're just average.
So
they're not that. They're not good. Yeah, see.
Okay, 64 Audio. My favorite American company, probably. Then again, that's like a lot of like quotation mark. My favorite American company. They make a lot of good stuff. I haven't heard their cheap shit. But I wouldn't say I hate 12T. I don't say I hate 18T. I can't say I hate NA. I can't say I hate Tia Trio. So yes, very solid B on 64 Audio.
They have a good record. Yeah.
Yeah, they
aren't bad. The older stuff aren't good either. They're just normal, but they're just a bit expensive. But
like no, dude. For American, by the American standard, dude, look how fucking awful Empire Year is. Like, 64 Audio is a godsend.
Yeah.
Definitely, like by far the best American IEM maker. You cannot argue with that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like a lot of their IEMs, but I think they're still all good. They're just not something I would spend the money for, but I do think they're all pretty, at least.
But they're American.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the price premium, like made in America, actually made in America, unlike some other CFA want you to believe, actually American.
Yep. I would buy the UK.
A lot of good technology. Sure. Yeah, a lot of good technology.
All right. A costume.
Acoustune. Yeah, B. I heard 1551. I had 1650. If you like that kind of warm stuff, yeah, very good IEM. They make their own drivers, which is a very plus. They also make their proprietary. They are also the maker of 4.4 Pentacon. The Nippon Disc is their parent company, which they make. They have all their own connectors. Very good company. Very high.
It's not the parent company. They're separate companies, but they are in good terms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Acoustune, very high B. Yeah, I like Acoustune.
Fearless.
Dawn is about the only good thing. No, definitely a C for Tri-Fi. I mean, even Dawn is not that great, so whatever.
Well, Dawn carried all the way. The rest you'll be, huh? I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah. Again, recency bias. They make Dawn. It's good. Yeah, whatever. The rest of the stuff, just Tri-Fi stuff. Whatever. Probably C for me.
Con likes he loves the S8Z. So.
Well, yeah. You know what? Whatever. They're not great. Just Tri-Fi, man. I mean, it's definitely not better than any other Tri-Fi.
I've only heard they're cheapest and they're most expensive.
Even without Dawn, I do think Fearless is better than quite a lot.
You know what? Since he likes to do recency bias so much, what about the three the Paladin series they released? Dude, those are fucking awful. So yeah, why should you okay, so the most recent is good, but what about the second most recent? Those are awful. So, whatever.
You want to move it down to C?
Yeah,
I only like.
Yeah,
I didn't SAZ like he does. So
yeah, C for Tri-Fi.
All right, Hyla.
It's a low B or high C for me.
Nah, it's a C.
I'm moving to C.
Hyla. It's Chinese, Japanese, whatever you want to call it. Based in Japan, but Chinese owned. Same company as Ibaso and Aureolus. They're experimental. CE5, very good IEM. One of the best IEMs for EDM, and their CE5 rebranded CE5, the TSB, TSE, they're all very, very decent, very niche tribe. In the early days, one of the best tri-bit, still one of the best tri-bit on the market. Yes, I would agree. Hyla for B. Love Hyla. Yeah. Also they work with Van Nuys. They make very great carrying case. Good accessory, amazing accessory coming with Hyla. Okay, go ahead, Ken.
I enjoy that stuff. Yeah, B.
Ico.
Okay. That's Ken's territory. I never heard of their shit.
Ico, I think Taiwanese. I quite like their budget. I think it's in our budget talk.
Yeah. You put it on there.
Yeah.
So you says a B.
It is still a C. It's a good high C. Yeah.
Good high C.
They don't make utter garbage. So.
Okay.
All right.
Lime years? Never heard of them.
I heard a few. I think they are some are B worthy, some are not. So maybe it's a low B or high C.
Cohen's favorite pairs?
Well, I enjoy HS3. I guess it's a B.
Okay.
Well,
10 high 5. Okay, now.
Lime years actually their Ether, the original Ether was pretty decent, and the new one was meh. So.
Okay.
I haven't heard pairs.
Yeah.
Only me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, 10 high 5. C for Tri-Fi. I don't care. I don't know why.
I will say they are probably a C, and that's mostly because they're kind of all over the place, in my opinion. It seems like every other release is really good for the price.
One good, one bad, right?
Yeah, one good, one bad. And it literally is like that: one good, one bad, one good, one bad.
Yeah. So I'm sure the next 10 high 5 stuff is gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's a low C or high D for me. It's not
wow. Samsung for Anthony. I think that's your corner.
Well, I've only heard. Let's see. I guess there's the free IEMs that come with your phone.
Nah, just there's Galaxy Buds. You love them.
And then Galaxy Buds. Yeah, I give it a B.
Not really a hi-fi company. Shouldn't even be on a list, in my opinion.
Yeah, shouldn't be on a list.
From list.
No.
If the mask is a C because they just have so little to really base on track record, right?
They're not even a hi-fi company. Like, I shouldn't even be on the list. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Moving on to
Unique Melody.
Oh, Unique Melody. Anthony's favorite. I skipped that. Oh my god. Jeez. C for Tri-Fi. Again, like, I heard there are a lot of their old stuff, very memey. Even their old stuff are hit and miss, and their new stuff's like even more so hit and miss.
Yep.
Very experimental Chinese company. Definitely not a B worth. No. Oh man, the consistency of the company is definitely not of a value.
They're consistently trying.
I do like some of their stuff though. There are a couple of their stuff. But they're not wow. They're just nice. Yeah, a high C.
Yeah, I think they push the technology and boundaries, but doing that you kind of hit and miss a lot. So
yeah, you don't get points for experimenting. It's all about the results here. So yeah, no. All right, moving on to A. Elysian Acoustics. Ken's favorite company.
Well, I like them. I like a few of the models. Yeah.
ARS.
They make the best hybrids, apparently.
Well, as of now, yeah.
What would you rank it as? Come on, give us a spicy take.
Yeah, ARS.
Well, because if it's a brand track record and it's the average of everything, it's an A.
Oh wow.
Better than better than VE. Visioneers.
Sorry.
Better than Visioneers.
I will put Visioneers in A as well because yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll get to Visioneers. Automotics, definitely not A.
B.
Yeah,
B
no, definitely not A. Yeah.
High C or low B for me.
What?
Yeah, probably. I agree with Ken. Definitely not an A.
I give them an A.
Jeez.
Consistency.
Nah.
Consistency matters to me.
Yeah, when you use the same driver for everything in life, yeah, of course, consistent.
Well, they went to a dynamic, and the dynamics are just
but they're more
as
of a research company, right? So
yeah. They're not a hi-fi, whatever. It's more like a, yeah, definitely not an A. Oh boy. Next. Okay, we're gonna have an hour conversation about this company, so I think we're just gonna skip it. That's a SS plus. That's a triple S, double plus platinum for me for QDC. And I'll just give you my ranking, and probably in the not so recent future we'll have an hour conversation on QDC. So skip.
We're not gonna talk about that. Okay.
Okay, you want to talk about it? What do you want to give it? Don't talk about anything. What would you give it?
I'll give it an A.
Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you, Ken. You're fired. Anthony, should I fire you on the spot too?
I've only listened to a couple, so.
What would you give it to us?
Huh? What?
What would you give it? Just out of the things that you listen.
A.
Well, you're fired too.
Sorry.
Fuck both of you.
That's fine.
You need my S. Like nothing is my S tier. So like getting an A tier.
Well, okay. We're not gonna have this conversation. Again, more of a teaser. We're doing this brand review in the future, so we're probably gonna have an hour conversation on why QDC is the greatest company ever. Moving on, Edition. That's not you, Ken and Anthony.
I only have one opinion of it, so.
You have the best opinion of it. The best, apparently.
I only listened to one of them, so I don't really have a good opinion.
Whatever.
Well, I listen to most, if not all, of the available models.
It's not just the better etymologics. They do like DF all the time, right? So like whatever.
They have very good track record. They know what they're doing. They're very solid company. Very solid.
So S.
Would you give them an S?
No, there's pretty much nothing in my S if you talk about.
Come on, but like you have to have like a regular distribution. Like
if you have one
right?
S,
okay, there's only one in S. You know what brand is it? So.
Well, Sony, duh.
All right, next one, Moondrop.
All right, next one, Moondrop. A solid C for me. My biggest disagreement. Again, dude, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Fuck. Okay. first of all, I haven't gotten a check from Moondrop yet. I got a fat check from QDC. That's why they're triple S platinum. So yeah, very solid C. That they don't make anything good. And again, like I think Corn considered the budgets into his like again outside of my budget most of Moondrop stuff and the ones that I've heard, it's just meh, man. I don't know. I really don't know why he gave it an S, man. It's just like fucking weeaboo marketing, mediocre. Okay, above average, maybe better than. What's an average sci-fi company? Maybe better than
C- or D.
Yeah, maybe better than fucking DMG, BGBP. Like it's just, it's just not a shit sci-fi company, but fuck.
I give it an A.
No,
Solid.
not even, dude.
What?
It's like they
And what-
what stuff did they make, right? That it's actually top of the line. Nothing.
Does it need to be top
It's
of
just
the line?
like
It's about IEM
it does.
consistency.
It does. You know why? Because that's what separates you from the rest of the market. Nobody likes Toyota.
I do.
Fuck, dude. Nobody wants to buy a Toyota when they grow up. Like, you ask a kid, hey,
I want
little
a
Johnny.
4Runner, actually.
God fucking damn it. You are...
It's
Okay,
a nice
is there
car.
something wrong with you, Anthony? I don't know what.
What do you give for
Yeah.
Moondrop then?
I give it an A.
I give it a C.
Sorry, Anne, I can't hear you.
I give it an A.
Give it a C.
Well, okay.
It's been overridden.
I think it's the better of the G5, but not that much. I'll give it a B minus. Yeah, B.
No,
No.
dude. They don't,
No.
Ken, what? Anything they make is anything better than the S at the 8 series? They have they ever made anything that's better than or any remotely close to the 8 series?
Their S8 is the closest, I guess.
Or like, is it even good? Like you don't say it's good. Like this is the point, right?
But the worst Moondrop is better than the worst QDC.
Some QDC stuff are not so great.
I'm gonna make a very inappropriate joke right now, Anthony. So we're gonna all get demonetized. Let me just not. I don't know why I censor
It's
myself.
about
You don't
so
compare
his-
things by its worst, Anthony.
But it's about consistency too, right? I think so. When he made this list, he talks
consistency-
about Moondrop's consistency. Like if you
Okay,
are,
okay,
if you're
okay.
buying
No,
a
no, no, no.
product,
Let me
you
give
can
you the
rely on
counter
Moondrop.
argument. I'm gonna interrupt you. We're over time here. So okay. So if you're consistent as a student, and you as a academic, all right. If you're consistent as a student, that means you're a straight B student, right? You get into fucking Harvard when you're straight B student? No. Well, what's the S tier? The S tier is supposed to be the best of the best, right? So if you're a consistent student, you're not the best of the best.
If you got a whole bunch of A pluses and then you got an F, you're not
That's
consistent
not
either.
consistent. Consistency is B, right?
I know, but I'm
Or
saying
C.
if you got a whole bunch of A's and then you got a couple F's here and there, you're not getting to Harvard either.
Well, yeah, but that's what S tier is, right? You have to be really good at something
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's S tier.
to
either.
be special. I'm not saying it's even good. It's just average. It's not even like it's like a straight B student. Okay, maybe a B. I don't know. Maybe not a C. Maybe a B.
The B,
Whatever,
because
I
They
say
make
B plus.
they make above average stuff. Whatever. I don't know why he put it an S. I don't know how much money he got from that shit, man. Fucking show confirmed.
He's on Shenzhen Audio. Making cash.
Yeah, that's why. Fuck.
I guess
shit.
he loves Sunshine Audio, man. He loves Sunshine Audio. So
I have no love for Moondrop. Not my waifu, so whatever. B tier.
All right,
Um,
Sony.
Yeah, probably the only thing I agree with him. Okay, how about this? If you ignore the XBA lineup, which is an experimental thing that they experiment with and then they release the RNL, yeah. Okay, how about this? The reason why I think and if you go by the bell curve argument, right? And S should be the best of the best, very decade defining. Again, we're not gonna have too long a conversation on Sony. I think we're gonna have another hour rant on Sony IEMs. I think Sony is an epitome of the S tier IEM, and again, they pay me to say that. They release era-defining IEMs. As when they released the EX1000, it is one of the best single DD IEM on the market. And with the release of their IER lineup, I think those are the 1-3 of the best IEM in their respective price category, and that's why I think if I would argue that QVC is going to take away my sponsorship. Sony's probably better than QVC in that regard, just because they are iconic when with their very sparing releases. Go ahead, Ken. You.
They have decades of track record. We're talking about like cassette tapes onwards.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I heard so many stuff. I grew up with them. They have a very, very good track record.
Yeah, like definitely amazing IEMs. Anthony needs to. If somebody wants to send Anthony the only reason we haven't done the Sony episode is that Anthony haven't heard the the M9 yet. So I think that's the only that's what's stopping us. So anybody wants to send Anthony a M9 for him to demo, we'll have that episode.
All right, Visioneers, not Venture Electronics, by the way.
Venture Electronics. I'm just kidding.
S.
Visioneers, definitely not S.
Very good A+ for me.
Yeah, very good A+. Definitely a very good IEM. Very overpriced, but I think at that point price doesn't matter. But then again, I don't think they have made anything that's good. When I say good, I mean like amazing. I mean like VE8 was like you know, but it's not like wow, you know. A+. Not a big fan of VE.
Yeah, solid A for me. They're nice. Their stuff are pretty much like they don't make trash. So
you know what? No. You know what? I don't even think it's a solid. Do you like have they? Okay. The Elysium was good, but I wouldn't say that's like good. It's like average. VA is very good, and their VE6 EX that's like super mediocre, man.
well, so are you lower than 64 audio? Same.
Yeah, I would say they're lower. Yeah, I don't, dude.
Okay.
I don't think like, dude, I can name. Okay, I think the U12T is better than the VEA, and I also think the TH Trio is better than the Elysium.
Yeah, I guess with
you know what? Yeah, I'm not about it, man. I'm not. No, B for me.
V is probably a high B, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, man. They don't make that like amazing stuff. It doesn't stand. It's just like above average, man. Very expensive too. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, I think I prefer Elysium stuff more than V stuff. So, well, that was to answer Anne's question earlier on. But they're close. Yeah.
Anthony,
I haven't
anything on the VE? Okay, whatever. That's it. We're done here, right? Do you want to take some questions, or we're not doing questions today?
Probably not, but yeah.
Okay.
This is already 12. There is another podcast on the Headphones Show that people should check out right now. It's live.
Yes, people should go to. You can go link that on the channel or whatever. Go watch that. This is it for us. We should be back with our regular topic tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Fuck. Next week, hopefully. Less corn fitting and less. What would you say?
Make fun of Ken's list now.
We could. No, not really. All right. See you guys next week. Bye.